where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I'm going to try to do that tonight like I always do, y'all. Let me get organized. It was a tight one, man. I was rushing. Yeah, I was rushing. Now, I got to be careful about using words like Russia, because later on, they might accuse me of being a Russian agent. You know how the left is. He mentioned Russia during one of his live streams. It's obvious that he's beholden to the Kremlin. He's apparently a Putin puppet and all that good stuff. So Dallas done confirmed that he can hear me. So that's all I need to hear to get busy. Oh, yeah, we'll be in and out like two shakes of a lamb's tail tonight. Don't forget, check out the corner store. And text Maggot to this number. Real some jeans in the building. Gorillas in here, gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Yeah, man. So if you want to donate to the channel, you can. There's links below the video to do that as well to support what I do up in this funky joint. Okay, help me deal with some of the obstacles that like to pop up in my way. Now, with that being said, we won't tarry. We won't belabor the hour. We're going to go ahead and get busy tonight because y'all saw the title. The title is Trump is back, but I wanted to say something else. Creepy is sacked. Y'all know how it goes. So apparently Creepy's down. He's down. I guess he blew out a knee, maybe, or maybe, blew out a couple brain cells. I'm not sure. But, regardless, he's down. So, of course, the owners of the team are scrambling, trying to find a replacement quarterback. And it looks like they're left with the cackler. They're going to have to send the cackler in. That's what it appears to be on the face value. But we don't know. We don't know who's really going to get in there because I think the owners are really trying to switch out the cackler with somebody else, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're going to get into a little bit of that tonight and go from there. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the hearings today where they was talking to Miss Cheatham or whatever her name is. Cheatham, Cheese Toast, whatever her name is. And boy, I tell you, tomorrow I'm going to be bringing, of course, my fight night because she got roughed up. She got roughed up in the ring real bad. So you'll have to come back tomorrow to see that. But for now, let's go ahead and get busy. Starting off with this right here.
So tonight, I'm asking every American to recommit.
To do what?
To make America what it is.
Great again.
Well, yeah. Guess what? They're trying to push me out of the race. Well, let me say this as clear as I can. I'm staying in the race.
Tell him, Joe.
I'll beat Donald Trump.
Joe won't go. Y'all heard him. That man said, I'm staying in the race. I'll beat Donald Trump. Y'all heard what Joe said. I don't know why y'all keep messing with Joe, man. Joe don't play that mess. Don't you know that man still toe-to-toe with Corn Pop? Y'all ain't got nothing on Corn Pop. Tell him, Joe.
I will beat him again in 2020.
Again. He gonna win again.
Not me, man. I'm not going anywhere.
Congressman, we heard, as you know, before you from two allies of Joe Biden who have now changed their position. Right. And we now look at the tally of roughly 40 lawmakers who have called for Joe Biden to step aside. Clearly, leadership is setting up a permission structure for lawmakers to come out and say these things.
That was true. Yeah. Leadership was setting up the permission slip. They were trying to pretend like they was on Joe's side, but they was really setting him up for failure. Yeah. Just like somebody just typed in there that the Secret Service director got jumped today. She did. She got jumped by both sides. That's the sad part about it. That's what's so funny about it. Now, granted, not everybody on the left, some had the same agenda. Some of them had another agenda. Of course, somehow magically gun control keeps coming up. And I'm thinking that's not the same thing as an attempted assassination. Now, all of a sudden, how are we dealing with gun control? Yeah. See, that once again goes back to what their motives really are. Is to get our guns. Somehow they're able to bridge in gun control. But boy, she was getting jumped for the most part. And she wasn't. You could see by the end she was exhausted. Mentity. She was just, everything just came out of it. They called her everything under the sun. I was sitting there like, yes. Don't even censor it. I want to hear the uncut raw words that y'all call her. Boy, she was getting beat up. But anyway, nonetheless. So yeah, she got her butt jumped, just like Joe. Joe got his butt jumped too. So this lady right here, a little bit ago, was talking to this gentleman, and she was talking about how folks like Nancy Pelosi and the rest of them, Barack Obama, was all kind of opening up the door for Joe to get jumped. So here comes George Clooney. He came in with the double axe handle from behind. Joe wasn't even expecting it. Man, he had folks coming in out of nowhere, clotheslining me. They was giving it to Joe. To the point where Joe, even though he said he wouldn't go, couldn't take no more.
Has Joe Biden lost control of the Democratic Party?
No, he's not. And he's heard those concerns. And I want to be crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
He's made a decision.
You heard
and
that?
That decision is to accept the nomination and run for re-election, win re-election. And I think that there are those out there that need to hear it again.
Y'all want to hear it again?
He made a decision. He's going to be the candidate.
You want to hear it again?
He's going to be the next president. And now it's time to focus on the threat that Donald Trump poses and what the extreme agenda is on the other side.
Yeah. Are you 100% undoubtedly running for re-election?
1,000%.
Are you sure about that?
We begin this morning with a Fox News alert. Another historic moment in the 2024 election. President Joe Biden announcing he is dropping out of the presidential race.
He has put...
Wow. No, wait a minute. We just heard that man say 1,000. 1,000%. Now, those are big numbers, especially for Joe. For that man to get all the way up to 1,000 and not 1 gazillion, trillion, billion, million, 1,000. Yeah, that guy hit us with the 1,000%. And now I wonder how they're going to come out and explain that. I wonder how the last few months of Black Gay Drop's job is going to be. I mean, because they just kept coming out telling us unequivocally, Joe Biden is not dropping out. He's going to be continue. He is the nominee. He's all of that pomp and circumstance that he went through, going on networks to try to go ahead and squash all of the drama. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way they're going to let you meander your way through. For the simple fact, they've already thrown you under the bus. They hit the point of no return right after that darn debate when Democrats start coming out like, obviously we need another candidate. He's blew out. We're all done. Save your lives. Run for your lives, everyone. We're done. When they came out and did that, it was over. Joe's fate was sealed. I mean, at least keep it in the closet. Y'all know Mike Jackson's song, Keep It in the Closet. They couldn't even keep it in the closet. Came straight out on TV. I jump by. He's obviously in mental decline. He shouldn't even be out. And I'm like, oh, it's over. Because you can't reverse that. You can't come out a couple weeks later if he decides he's not going to drop out. You can't come out then talking about miraculously, he's the first and only person to start recovering from cognitive delay. It's a miracle. Trump had his miracle and now Joe has his. He was in mental decline. But look at that. He's reverse aging. Benjamin Button, you saw the movie. It's not going to happen. So they had to go ahead and muscle Joe out. And I don't care. I'm not feeling bad for him one way or another. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to let the Democrats have it because remember, guys, they're protecting democracy.
People over politics and patriotism over personal...
Now, y'all hear Hawker? Y'all hear Hawker Jeffries? Up here talking about he put people over policy and patriotism over. That dude right there is one big loogie. That's what he is. So now they got to come out there and try to pretend that subverting democracy is really patriotic. Y'all ready for that one? Y'all ready for that mind twist right there? So Hawker Jeffries has said that by Joe Biden dropping out of the race, in spite of millions of folks allegedly voting for this man, is really patriotic. There you go. Yeah, he's putting patriotism over party and all of that good stuff. Now, you see how the Democrats pervert so many things. Yes, they'll take good things like Make America Great Again and try to make that seem like it's a Ku Klux Klan call or something like that. They'll take trying to defend democracy like Trump was trying to do, but they'll say, you know what that is? That's Trump attacking democracy. That's Trump wanting to be a dictator. They will say that by getting Trump off the ballots in certain states is really them protecting democracy. Just like they try to pretend that by censoring folks is really protecting freedom of speech. You got to understand that. Yeah, when they would cut the president off during CNN or MSNBC, you know, they would say, you know what, we can't let y'all hear this because he's spewing lies. Things like that. When they would gag the president with these stupid trials, they would say, you know what, that right there is just democracy working. That's what it is. It's nothing but the justice system doing what it's supposed to do, which is silence the person that's on trial. That's what the justice system is designed to do. Everything about them, their whole style, is really anti-democratic. But nonetheless, Hawker Jeffries is trying to spin it. He wants us to think that Joe did a good thing. Now, they know that Joe had to do this because if he didn't, Joe would be blasted after this tremendous loss that would be coming in November. So they somehow got to him and told him, do this and watch us get on TV and make you sound like you are one step beneath a king, you know, some type of demigod. We're going to be out there like, man, this man is extraordinary. Look at all the accomplishments. This man pretty much jumped off a cliff for all of us. Yes. He almost laid down his life. Can he do that? He's not Jesus? No? Okay. Well, he almost laid down his life for us. That's what they're trying to convince everybody, that this is a good thing. So don't look at the fact that Joe Biden didn't drop out because of cognitive decline. Don't look at the fact that Joe Biden didn't say, you know what, I'm dropping out of the race because I'm suffering from cancer or I'm suffering from whatever else. Joe Biden dropped out of the race because he was losing. Now, last I checked, that's not democracy in action. So let's continue listening to Hawker.
Position, and this is another heroic act in a long-running series of heroic acts by Joe Biden. You know, the
long-running series. I want to know what heroic acts is this man referring to? Standing toe-to-toe with Corn Pop, talking about wrap this chain around your neck. What heroic acts is he referring to? He didn't march in the civil rights movement, that's for sure. He tried to take some heroism. Heroism. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, he tried to take some of that stolen valor when he talked about he went in there and got arrested trying to free Nelson Mandela. Found out that he didn't. Yeah. You know what? Now I'm all messed up. Heroicism. I think that's a word. If it's not, I'll figure it out afterwards. All right. All right. Now, so let's listen to Klobuchar. Give him some praise.
The president took the honorable path. And I think, yes, this will be about his legacy.
Today, the president took the honorable path. Heroic act, yes. But I know there's an ism. How do you use it when it's an ism on the end? Heroism. There you go. I think that's it. If it ain't, it's going to be it for now. Okay. So anyway, y'all hear that? That man just took wait, what did she just say? I'm still distracted by trying to say that word. Here we go.
And I think, yes, this will be about his legacy.
Today's just... Wait, what did she say he did?
You know, the president took the honorable path.
The honorable path. Yeah, he took the honorable path by getting forced out by the leaders of his party against his will. Honorable path by lying to everybody along the way, talking about, I'm not going anywhere. I'm good 1,000%. Oh, wait, I'm out. Down. So that doesn't look very heroic to me. It looks cowardice.
I think, yes, this will be about his legacy.
Today's decision by Joe Biden to not seek re-election shows the difference between a selfless president and in Donald Trump, a selfish person.
Y'all see the spin? Y'all see the spin that this man just tried to put on that? So apparently, now that he dropped out, that right there is selfless versus selfish. So the guy that took a shot to the ear, basically to the head, the guy that suffered 2 impeachments, 4 indictments. That guy, Red, he's selfish. The guy that had his business attacked, run the risk of all of his money being taken by a bootleg prosecutor up in New York, had his name slandered. They called him the R word. Basically, he did this to Eugene Carroll. All of these things. That guy right there is the selfish one versus Creepy Sleepy, who has been protected all of this time by the fake news and these raggedy Democrats and escaped any type of justice concerning all of his ill dealings with foreign actors. That guy is the selfless guy. Everything Joe has done in his career has been done for selfish reasons. Unbelievable. This is the same guy that can't even let somebody else grieve or give someone else that suffered a tragic occurrence the spotlight without intervening and talking about himself. I know a little something about tragedy. They burned up my house and my wife almost died with the cat and my car. And my son Bo died over, and that guy is the one that's supposed to be selfless, and Trump is selfish.
I think today we should focus on Joe Biden's incredible legacy of service to our nation.
What's that?
His selflessness, his accomplishments.
It's like they just sent this out to everybody. All right, the word of the day is a selflessness, okay, and accomplishments. He did what we forced him to do. Now we're going to hold up our bargain and pretend this guy's a hero. Pretend he came to this conclusion all by himself. Now, how many of you all out there, boys and girls, believe that Creepy Sleepy woke up with an epiphany? What the? Oh, man, I had a dream last night. I think I should go ahead and step down and let the party go ahead and move forward without me. Yeah. How many of y'all think that that's what motivated Joe? Or could it have been, listen, Joe, we tried to give you a chance, but seem you're not getting a hint. So now I got to bring in Nancy Pelosi and Crying Chuck and all of them to rough him up, to jump him, enough to where Joe came out with his hands up, talking about some, that's it, I'm done, I'm tapping out. I'm going to go ahead and say I got COVID. Barely making up the stairs. I don't know where Joe is right now, honestly. I mean, they say he's still recovering from COVID, but the way he looked walking up them steps, I don't know. I don't know where Joe is. But listen to these folks come out and praise Joe.
Today is about what Joe Biden did. He gave America a lesson in patriotism.
Was national co-chair for Kamala Harris for president.
Boy, I tell you, man, these Democrats, he gave us a lesson in patriotism, y'all. He showed us how to go ahead and subvert democracy by stepping down, even though people sitting there like, but wait a minute, I invested in this. I actually got out of bed, got dressed, come all the way down there and vote for Creepy Sleepy. And now what y'all gonna do? Y'all just gonna stick somebody in there? Of course. They've been doing that forever. They did that to Bernie a couple years back. They did it to Bernie again. They've been doing that to folks this whole time. So of course that's what they're gonna do. And honestly, they're not sold on the cackler. Y'all see the cackler right there. But they got themselves in a bit of a pickle. Because remember, she's the first black vice president. Female. First black female vice president. How you gonna get rid of the cackler? You pumped her up. That was one of your selling points. Yeah, man. So for y'all to come out now and try to roll her up under the bus, it's bad news. But y'all know the cackler can't throw. Y'all know she can't take a snap. Y'all know she don't know the plays. Y'all know she run like she got 2 left feet. The cackler sucks. You're not gonna win a game with her. Now you gotta figure out how to politically get rid of the cackler without coming across as racist, sexist, and all the other isms that y'all assign to other people. So let's continue hearing them give Joe a lot of false praise.
President, we're so damn excited now. My phone's blowing up. It's going crazy.
This is a woman who has great public values. She knows what she's in the game fighting for. She's fighting for people who are being left behind.
She's broken.
She ain't never done nothing right. Except for sleep with, what's that dude out there in California? Willie. Willie Brown. She ain't never done nothing right. Except sleep with Willie Brown. That's it. That is it. That is it. That's the way she got to the top.
And smashed glass ceiling after glass ceiling. Now we have.
No. I think Willie Brown might have smashed a couple glass ceilings for her. Then somebody else jumped in and smashed the ceiling to get her in as the VP. Because remember, she was done. How did she just, skip over all the ranks? She went from being one of the first, if not the first person to drop out before voting even took place. And then somehow ends up being chosen for the VP. You call that breaking the glass ceiling? Interesting.
I have a prosecutor who they say is going to prosecute the case against Donald Trump.
And she delivers. I think somebody like that.
Delivered what? A whole bunch of gaffes and giggles. She drops nothing but gaffes and giggles. That's it. What was, could be what is, that ain't really what it is to be. So let me tell you, you have to be able to see what you can't see, even though if you see what you can't see, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay? So listen to the drunk aunt, baby. Okay? Listen to your drunk aunt. I know what I'm talking about, okay? That right there ain't gonna fly. Gaffes and giggles don't fly. So now here they are praising her. And I'm thinking, for what? What did she do? Coming to the stage, Kamala Harris, she's done quite a bit. She showed up. Look at her. She's breathing. And she actually went places. And then her accomplishments is she's a woman. She's black. Did I mention she's black? I did? Okay, well, she's a black woman. That's all you can do. So, here you go. Unburdened by what could be, baby.
It's really frightening to Donald Trump.
The only person that I will get out there and break my back for and campaign for and believe in who is capable and qualified is Vice President Kamala Harris.
Well, you'll be campaigning for nothing. I'm just going to let you know. You'll be campaigning for nothing. Because she's just as unpopular as Joe. I don't believe that America is going to let our first female president be Kamala Harris. I got a little more faith in Americans than that. However, I don't have faith in these ratchet Democrats that just might go out there and do something real sneaky to install her just like they did with her and Joe in the first time. So I don't trust them. But I just don't believe right now anything is going to stop Trump. The Trump train has picked up momentum and it's coming like a locomotive. It's coming like the Soul Train. Soul Train. Soul Train is coming. Come on along. Soul Train is coming. Come on along. You can't stop that train. So we shall see if they even allow her to be the leading candidate.
Look, it's not about what this country was or what it is, but it's about what this country can be. Donald Trump.
Oh, he sound like her. Don't look at what the country is. Look at what it can be. Because if you look at what it was, you won't see what it is. Therefore, you won't be able to imagine what it can be. Okay? Because see, be what you want, be. Baby, I got it. Now look at this, baby. You bring the past to the future, and now you got the present. Did that make sense? No? Okay. See, now here he is out here talking like her.
I do that because he's a prisoner of his age. Kamala Harris can't.
She's going to be really talking about sort of the power that she can have and leaning on the biography that she has to really bring people in and make people understand that she's...
What are they talking about? They're just making up a resume for her. Unbelievable, the power that she has out there, bringing people together. I'm thinking, what power? What people? Do you understand this woman have a trail of stinking it up? There is an odor left from wherever she goes, period. She's like Pigpen, man. So she goes overseas. She embarrasses us overseas. She can't talk. She don't know anything about foreign policies. You know, I'm pretty sure she don't know anything about military strategies either, or the economy. Just go down the line. She don't know nothing about nothing. And nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Had to have something if you're going to be the cackler. So the cackler don't know nothing. And they're up here talking about her like she has accomplished a whole bunch of stuff, but won't get specific. She brings people together. There's people around her. There's humans that look at her, and I mean, when they look at her, they're kind of like looking at each other. So therefore, they're all being brought together. That she's very, very accomplished in doing stuff. So we think we're excited, and I'm saying you're not selling me. You're not selling me on this, man. I need to know that the car can go vroom vroom and speed off. You're giving me the stuff that everybody knows. The car has a hood out there, has a roof. Look at that. You see those windshield wipers right there? Those are great. We got tires on it. You like tires? Well, yeah, I do like tires. But see, I was thinking maybe I could start it up. Now look. Let's not look under the hood. Look at those nice, shiny black tires right there. Yeah, you see that oil? We sheened them up. I don't want to hear that. I want to get in there and go vroom, vroom, vroom. Show me what this mug can do. And she has shown us nothing. Let's continue hearing them make up a resume for her.
Relatable to a number of Americans.
Joe Biden is grounded.
So now they done tried to sell us on the calculator. And here come the tears, y'all. There it is. Same folks that was suggesting that Creepy Sleepy got to go. Now they're getting all busted up on the inside. Okay. Now, here's a tissue for their issue. You know I don't feel bad for them. Because these are the same humans that overlooked Creepy Sleepy's ailment for the last 4+ years. Same folks. Now that they done forced him out. These are the same folks who were saying he got to go too. Now that they done forced him out, now they all busted up. So let's hear him turn on the waterworks. Somebody, do I got a bottle? Oh yeah. I want it empty so I could fill it up with liberal tears. Starting off with this bum. Listen to this acting job.
Grounded in his faith, in his family, and in our state. Excuse me.
This is my best part. I love it. Excuse me. What is that? Man up. Do you understand what it would take for me to cry on national television? It's hard enough for me to cry, period. One time I had a dream and I woke up crying and was mad at myself. Woke up. I was crying in a dream. Woke up like, I felt like somebody robbed me of some tears. They violated me in my dream. Took them from me, y'all. So this guy right here said, see, I'm the guy that would be laughing at this dude, and I would be the jerk. They'd be like, he's an a-hole. Look at him. He's such a jerk laughing at him. This isn't funny. I'd be like, you gotta be kidding me. It's hilarious. Look at this guy. So let's finish hearing him get all busted up and misty-eyed over Joe stepping down.
I'm sorry. This was a very difficult decision.
F you if you can't handle the truth.
Thank you, by the way.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years.
The best you ever had. They don't want to brag, but creepy. That's what Joe said. He's the best they ever had. So let's see how he feels about creepy now.
If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. And
a few moments later.
The morning after the debate, I got on and said that the president needed to ask whether he was capable of doing this and take a little bit of time to figure it out. I think he took a little more time than I was expecting, but after saying that, I heard from people that were extraordinarily close to him, people who worked for him, actually calling me up saying, President Biden needs space. If Democrats and people in the media say the sort of things that you said today, and he's not given that space, he's going to be far more likely to get into a corner and stay in the race. So
keep it together. Keep it together, Beaker. Now, here's what's funny about what Beaker's talking about. He sounds like somebody that pump up somebody they just met, and then about 4 weeks go by, and all of a sudden now you're trashing them, dude, man, I met this girl, man. I'm telling you, she might be the one. I ain't never met nobody like this, man. She's built like a nice cold bottle of Coke. Man, I'm telling you, dude, she sound like a bird whenever she talks, man. It sound like she's just whistling all the time. That's how melodious her voice is, man. I'm telling you. And she smell like Fruit Loops. Every time I smell her, I'd be like, I'm always after her Lucky Charms, man. I'm always after her Lucky Charms, man. I might take her to the altar for real, for real. 4 weeks go by. Man, that chick, man, she's a skeezer, man. She's a gold digger. Man, I'm mad I even met her, man. She slipped my tires, dang on it, bust my window out, start showing up at my job. I'm sitting there looking out the window. They're like, dude, you're off. I can't leave yet. Well, we're locking up. You got to go. I can't. You see her out there sitting on top of my car like some type of goblin. I'm not going out there, man. Yeah, you go out there and try to shoo her off. Shoo her off. Nobody wants to hear that from you. You came out pumping this dude up, talking about he's the best you ever had. Even said F you to all the people. That's the best part. I wonder if he's still saying that to the folks. I want somebody to take back that F you, because I disagree with Beaker, and so I would have fallen into the category. I would have been a recipient of that F you. If you can't handle the truth, then F you. I would have been a recipient of that F you. I want that taken back. I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a letter to Beaker. Dear Beaker and the rest of the Muppets, I would like you to apologize on national TV for saying F you to me and all of my friends who disagree with you. Signed, Kevin from Kevin's Corner. P.S. Tell Mika she can beep, 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 beep. Fill in the blanks. Now let's continue.
I think so much of what Biden's inner circle did over the last couple of weeks was to provide him that space. And it's what Nancy Pelosi was trying to do. It's what you didn't
come on.
Massive.
That's what Nancy was trying to do. She was just trying to buy Joe a little more space so he could make his own decision that she wanted him to make. That's what it was. Yeah, Nasty Pelosi came in there and said, now listen here, Joseph. That's your real name. Wait 1 minute, though. I have to lubricate my mush mouth before I get busy on you. Yes. Nasty's now ready. Now, listen. I want you to drop out of this race ASAP. You understand me, you big bag of bones? I run this ship. You understand what? You're recording this? What? Why would you do that? Someone flog this man. No, I'm still on. Oh, wait, you know what? I'll have you flogged later. So Nasty put the hit out on Joe. And Joe can't defy Nasty. That's why they call her Nasty. Dang on it. Yeah, you don't want Nasty all over you. You get that Nasty on you, you in bad shape. So Nasty came down on him like a sack of potatoes, and Joe had to succumb to the nastiness. See, that's what really happened. He succumbed to the nastiness.
The factions of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people a day, even though it was starting to get bad. I think the whole idea was give him the space to make this decision.
To make the decision that Nasty wanted him to make. There you go. They're not fooling us. As much as they tried to make it appear that Joe came to these conclusions all by himself. That is the case. Then why would Joe be so defiant up front? This man was adamant about, I'm not leaving. After the big heavy hitters even came out and suggested it, Joe still dug in his heels and was like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not gonna take it. He was out there, not gonna take it. And they just kept coming. So at some point, Joe couldn't take it, and he had to crack, and he had to step down. But if they're going to try to convince us this was Joe's will, come on. You had Jill. She was talking about some, nah, man, don't do it. Hunter, all of the folks that would have benefited from this dude staying in. You know they probably was mad when this dude finally had to say, I'm done. So you cannot convince me Joe wanted to do this unless he got to the point as he walked up those stairs to Air Force One and gave us that weak, shaking thumbs up. Unless his health declined like overnight. I mean, to the point where he could barely talk, walk, or whatever. But I think if this guy still got a couple brain cells floating around, he would stay in the race. So I think it was greater than him. That's why he dropped out.
He made the decision, and again, the endorsement of Kamala Harris was something that was still up in the air.
Yeah, wonder why it was up in the air. Because Nasty probably said, and don't you nominate that witch either. What? You're going to do it anyway? So I think Joe might have gave him a goodbye present by coming out later and saying, yeah, I endorse Kamala, which it could either be that or it could be the fact that there is a large portion, or I will say a portion of the Democrat voting base that will not have it. Yeah, see, they backed themselves into a corner because they're all fascinated and obsessed with identity politics. It's all about show with the Democrats, not substance. So, of course, when you come out like, ta-da, look at this. Look how black she is. You see that? Yes. Even though we have no idea what a woman is. This one, we can identify. We got ourselves a black, shiny woman. That's right. Look at her. She's a colored woman. Wait, we can't say that anymore? She's a woman of color. Yeah, that makes it better. A woman of color. That's what they did. Brought her out of a big box with a bow on it. Ta-da. And everybody went out and voted on their side. A lot of them because of that. And now they want to roll her under the bus. Ain't gonna happen. But I will say this. All of those people out there, and this is the problem with the Democrat voters. I think at the end of the day, many of them will succumb to their Trump derangement syndrome. They might bark, but have no bite. Man, we ain't gonna support y'all if Kamala ain't at the top of the ticket. If y'all jump over her, I don't buy that. All of them selling wolf tickets. At the end of the day, I think they'll go straight down there like, man, see? Click. And vote for whomever the Democrats stick up. Most of them will probably do that. But let's continue, though, hearing them weep because they're all busted up over Joe Biden.
Even this weekend, and the fact that he came out and endorsed her, and I'm sure that she and her team are fine with that as well, it means that the Democrats can move forward together. And I will say the most telling thing about how positive this may be for the Democratic Party is the Republican response.
Oh, God. Now you see the spin coming? How positive it is for the Democrat Party is the Republican response. So let's get his wonderful, hard-hitting analysis on how this is positive that the cackler's in the game now. Because honestly, I'm ready to tee off on them. If I see the cackler coming in, and I'm like, dude, the cackler's coming in. Now, she don't know no plays. She ain't never been in the game. Yeah, we have no film on her because she ain't never started. So I tell you what, I'm not even going to worry about anything. I'm blitzing. I'm blitzing on the cackler. I'm not reading my keys. Nothing. I'm not looking for pass protection. I'm going straight in on the cackler. I'm teeing off on her. I'm pinning my ears back just like this. Soon as the ball is snapped, I'm coming around the end like this. Across the cackler's neck immediately. So here he is trying to make it seem like we're concerned. I mean, we all over going, the cackler, y'all, the cackler's in. Come on. We ready for the cackler. So what is he talking about? They're scared. So let's go ahead and see.
Earlier this morning, Newt Gingrich was going on Twitter talking about how this is a violation of democracy. It's shocking and stunning that they're delegitimizing the votes of 14,500,000 Democrats.
Which is true. But Beaker here wants people to think just because Newt Gingrich is pointing out the hypocrisy of the Democrat Party and how they've subverted democracy. The fact that he's pointing out how these folks don't give a darn about the democratic process that they brag about, that must mean we're scared. We're scared of the cackler. No, we're just going to abuse you guys as much as we can on every point. Yep. As we're sitting there going, send in the cackler so we can smash her mouth in too. We want her to have a concussion after the game. But while we're doing that, we're going to beat up the whole team. See, we're going to beat up the whole team. See, I'm tackling the tackles. I'm tackling the nose man. I'm doing all kind of dirty stuff on the way in to smash the cackler. I'm slapping the side of the ear with the crossover. I'm doing all of that. Coming up with the forearm up under the chin, bring the head up like that. So hard when you see their eyeballs from behind them. That's how bad I want the head to snap back. Take that. Then we're going to sack the cackler. See? So because these folks all are in on this, yeah, we want them all roughed up. I want the whole team walking off abused. Not just the cackler. We want them all abused. So because they're always out there boasting about democracy, why not take advantage of that? By pointing out that these folks are hypocrites and care nothing about democracy. I want them to come out and justify why they wanted Joe to really step down. Notice they're not out there talking about, well, we got a doctor's note that Joe is in mental decline. Until you bring me the doctor's note, your kid can't miss school. Okay? I'm sitting there going, where's the doctor's note? So it appears that y'all want this dude to step down just because he's losing. Now, somebody said, watch out for Big Mike. I know what you're talking about. That's who I think they really want to slide in, but they got to figure out how to get around the cackler. Now, the only way they could successfully do that would be able to convince her that you need to step down so she can come in, so Big Mike can come off the bench, okay? Now, for the cackler to do that and not have everybody get upset, it would have to be one of those, well, look, me and Joe was tight. That was my running mate. And if Joe can't go, I can't go either. We're packaged still, so I'm stepping down. That's the only way. But it doesn't seem like the cackler's ready to do that because she's already shopping around for a VP. So it appears that she wants some. She wants some. The other problem with Big Mike is, yeah, we despise Big Mike and Obama. However, there are a lot of folks out there that love her and they look at the Obamas like royalty. It would be so risky for Big Mike to come off the bench and get beat by Trump. I mean, I can see if it was earlier where she can get her feet wet, get some ground, some traction behind her. But to come off the bench and take over, somebody made a good analogy. They said, taking on this sinking ship right now would be like putting a resume in or taking a job to be the captain of the Titanic after it hits the iceberg. Nobody wants that job then. We've read your resume as water is filling up the boat, and you look like a go-getter. We think you could pull this thing around. We could turn it around. So what do you say? Want the job or not? And you're looking around going, no, I'm cool. I'm going to go down the street and interview, or I'm going to wait until a better boat comes along. Then I'll take that job. So if she loses to Trump, it would be a massive scar on her reputation and the aura that surrounds the Obama family that is on the left. They would be like, oh, I can't believe she lost. But I think it will give them a greater opportunity for shenanigans. And that's the problem. Because they can fiddle with the poll numbers to the point where if they do need to come and do some funny business, they could justify it. But there's no way you could have justified Creepy losing like he is and then miraculously come back and win. Folks would immediately go, they cheated. That quick, as soon as they cheated. No questions whatsoever, they cheated. Let's continue, because we got us a real serious crybaby at the end of this.
You then, of course, have Mike Johnson going around saying that he's going to do everything he can to try to nullify this, despite the fact.
Yeah, don't make it easy for them. Make it hard for them to go through with this garbage right here. I would sue the heck out of them. I would be in all kind of courts trying to stop this, just to make it miserable for them. See, they're so used to having it easy. Nobody opposes the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, make it hard. Just because. It's not because we're scared of Kamala. It's we're doing what you guys would do. And honestly, I think that's taking it easy, because these cats would be trying to pervert the Constitution and everything, talking about folks going to jail, opening up cases. We're going to have an investigation into why President Trump decided to step down. We think he violated the this, that, and this and that charge. We're going to go ahead and they would do something so evil, but yet all we would do is just say, we're going to sue it. We're going to fight it. We're going to make y'all explain to everyone why this is acceptable. I mean, we've never had this happen before. I'm losing, so I'm going to quit. and give it to somebody else. Interesting.
Democrats even had their convention yet. So he's standing on no ground at all.
I mean, this is just...
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Look who they got out here to come out and run some interference. Big nose mad cow.
I'm just stupid. I shoot an arrow like Cupid. I use a word that don't mean nothing, like Lupid. It's just a freestyle meme while I keep the beat kicking. Sweat dripping, go to the money and chicken. Oops, don't get the grease on your pantyhose. I love you, Rover Malone. I gotta blow my nose.
Yeah, we got the Humpty nose out in effect. So let's see what the mad cow on the loose got to say about this.
This is history writ large. You know, we'll all remember where we were and what we were doing at this moment.
No, we won't. No, we won't. I don't care about this whatsoever. I've forgotten already because we all anticipated creepy stepping down. This ain't a shock. A shock was, holy moly, Trump just got shot. I know exactly where I was at. And I will never forget it. I was right there at the dang on rally. I mean, it burnt into my mind. I even kind of know the location. Right now, if I went back to the scene, I probably could stand right where I was. Like, okay, I was right here, and I remember there was a stand over here. There was a little booth right here with a bathroom in it, because it was the only bathroom you could walk in, not the porta potty. That was a real bathroom. There was water inside that bathroom. There was a guy right there standing next to me. He was real tall, and he kept asking. All of this stuff is burned into my head. But creepy stepping down? I'm like, well, I kind of anticipated it. I'm sitting there literally trying to think, like, what was I doing when I heard about that? I might have been just downloading videos. Who knows? Who knows? But I remember going, that's interesting. It was just like, I knew it was coming. They're the ones that shocked. So here she is pumping it up, y'all. We'll all remember where we were the day that Creepy Sleepy sent out that letter saying that I'm done, sick. Yeah, he went ahead and typed it, I'm sick. So here we go.
And just thinking about the president right now, you know, what a man, what a patriot.
No, he's not.
What an act of selfless devotion to your country. And he has been a phenomenal president.
Come on.
He brought us back from COVID.
Yeah, keep trying. Come on. You're no Daisy. You're no Daisy at all, Mad Cow. So here she is trying her best to come up with some. What a man, what a mighty good man. So he brought us back from something. It's hard to come up with good words for this guy. Wow. Okay, he was the president, and he's president. Did I say he was the president? Okay, he's the president. So now she's trying. She's trying to go ahead and almost eulogize this dude like he kicked the bucket. So she's over here trying to pump us up, talking about how great he is because he decided to step down. I think he's a loser. That's what I think. I think he's a quitter. You don't celebrate people quitting. That would be my commentary. So what do you think about it, Kevin? Well, it's interesting that you say those things, Mad Cow, because I happen to think that man's a quitter. He's a loser, okay? See, that's what I think. Yeah, if you're not first, you're last. That's what I think. Losing is unacceptable and quitting is too. I'm still mad that I quit baseball in like the 4th grade. Could barely live with it. Haunts me at night. Sitting back, thinking about what broke the camel's back. The guy was just hitting pop-ups out into the outfield, making me chase the ball like I was a dog. Go get it. And all I can think of is when this is over, I'm quitting. I don't even know. It was like he was just punishing me. It was my first day out. All the other kids hit left. All right, I'm gonna hit some fly balls. I guess he was getting his own practice here and using me as the ball fetcher. I'm getting a couple of, and I'm running all over the field, chasing balls. I was like, this isn't fun. Oh man. As soon as I got back, handed him that last ball, like, okay, see you tomorrow, coach. Not. Went to the crib. How'd you like baseball? I quit. What? Yep, quit. Chased about 80 balls all over the field. And it still haunts me. It still haunts me all. Oh boy. Me and Maurice, let's get to you.
He, gave us the best recovery from COVID of any major nation on earth at a time when the war.
By forcing everybody to get shots and the mask on kids and keeping us out of school and church and all those other places. And what are you talking about? Shutting down businesses, destroying the economy, firing employees and first responders and military officers and all of that. Look at her. That dumb look. Yeah, that should be her look all the time. That should be her resting face right there. That should be her resting face. There it is, right there. What? That should be her resting face.
The world has economically been struggling in the wake of COVID. The Biden economy is literally the envy of the world. He ended the presidency of Donald Trump at one disastrous term.
And that's supposed to be good. Yeah, he didn't end nothing. The people who control him ended that mysteriously. And yet she's saying it like this is across the board. All of us are going, that's good. That's good. Yeah, he did that. He said, if that was the case, Trump wouldn't be running again. See, so apparently there is millions of folks that disagree that that was a good thing, Mad Cow. And y'all are trying to convince folks that that was good. He saved us from what? From a great economy? From peace and civility? From being respected on the global stage? Saved us from all of that, right? Saved us from all of the prosperity, right? Saved us from all these illegal immigrants coming into our neighborhoods, right? Unreal. So let's continue. Somebody said I need the glasses to go with that nose. You know, when I was younger, I used to have it. Oh, you done gave me an idea. I know what you're talking about. You get the big nose with the glasses. Oh, yeah. All right. If there's anybody out there listening, I need the big nose and the glasses. Y'all have been wonderful with sending me stuff that I use for my props. So now that's the next one on the list. The big nose and the glasses. All right, let's continue. Here we go.
And he did it while being decent and civil.
Being decent and civil. You know what? Trump is ultra MAGA, the white nationalism, xenophobia, Jim Crow 2.0, Jim Ego. And that's civil? He did it being civil. Unbelievable. Mad Cow. That's why she's the Mad Cow.
And honorable and normal and occasionally boring at a time when boring was absolutely what we needed. And
that is true. That's what makes me question how he won. The COVID response, we need to put things in place where there is shortages of, and that was boring. That's why I said there's no way. Wait, the creepy one. No way. 81 million votes. Folks never even watched this dude campaign throughout COVID lockdowns. But yet somehow voted for him. Please. Not one Biden voter right now probably can tell me what his policies was his first round and his second round. Yeah, they sit there where he hates Trump. That's his policies. Unbelievable.
I just, his career of decades in public service as a senator and as a very successful vice president and as a phenomenally successful president, there is no single thing that he has done in that entire career that is a greater or more consequential act of service and sacrifice to this country than what he has done today. And I cannot, knowing him a little bit, knowing his personality, having spoken to him, a number of times in my life, both in sort of official and unofficial capacities, I cannot see anywhere in his personality where this decision today was possible.
Pucker up and kiss my butt. This woman right now is like right on his ductoir. So she done puckered up to kiss his butt. Unbelievable. They done sent out the notification, blasted it out. All right, everybody go out, pucker up and kiss his butt. We want to make him look like he's noble. He did the right thing for justice, not because we forced him out or probably threatening. Might have said, you want some more of them COVID shots? We're going to give you some of those, but they ain't going to be the ones that's going to build up your immunity. You understand what I'm saying, Joe? Now you got to go. So here's Rachel Madcow pumping him up.
This is the opposite of something that is natural or easy for him. He is just not built to do something like this because his superpower is being underestimated.
No, his superpower is being greedy and selfish.
I'm staying in the race.
And that's why he's been so resolute in resisting all these calls for him to drop out. But him making this decision today is to give the country a chance.
No, that's not why he did that. It is because the Democrats knew he was losing and they roughhoused him and jumped Creepy, and Creepy couldn't fight back. That's what it was. Get off me! It's coming in too fast. Jill, where are you? Yeah, they jumped him. And they're up here trying to make it seem like this guy woke up out of nowhere and said, man, you know what? I can't do this no more. Now, his ego, whatever's left up there in his head, that ego would never let him just say, I don't have the juice. I should go step down. That man would have went to his last brain cell all the way to the polls. He don't want, I still can do it. I win, beat down Trump. Drooling at the mouth before he would have dropped out. So they had to send in the big heavy hitters, man. Nasty and the rest of the crew. That's what really made him step down. Not him being patriotic, trying to save America, doing his part for democracy. All of that is bullcrap.
A reasonable chance at not putting Donald Trump back in the White House, not putting a president back in the White House who refused to leave the last time and summoned an...
As he lies and lies and lies, refused to leave the last time. I don't understand how you can get on TV and say this when we all watched Donald Trump get on Marine One and fly away. Unbelievable. The cow is mad. Crazy.
Angry mob to try to overthrow the government.
By telling them to go over there and let their voices peacefully be heard. I had to tell somebody that yesterday. By the way, shout out to somebody I met I went over to Jazz in the park yesterday for a little bit, a couple family members, and a lady came up to me, her name was Jessica. She came up to me and was like, Kevin. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe. Depends on who. She's like, man, I'm a huge fan. And she introduced me to a friend of hers. Apparently, they're going to try to set up a little debate in the Youngstown area, a little panel with myself and a couple other people and some Democrats or, liberal politicians or folks in the neighborhood. So that should be kind of fun. But yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday while being there, and they did exactly what I assumed they would do, which is rip off everything that I hear people like Rachel Maddow come out and say. Good. I'm glad that this person was kind of receptive to what I was saying. They weren't combative, but they were trying to, discuss these issues, but they were simply just saying what they've been told. They had no idea that Trump really told them to go over and peacefully let their voices be heard. I had another debate the day before that with two of my friends around the corner, and they just decided to play devil's advocate. What about January 6th, though? You don't think he had nothing to do with that? You don't think he planned that? You don't think he sent them folks over there and told them to do that? And I'm going, see, now you're going to make me do it. Now you're going to make me do it. Dun, dun, dun. I had to go hawk on him. Straight hawk. So anyway, that's how I feel like going on her right now with that big nose. Now you talking about a lift? I go, dun. Oof, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that nose is kind of big. Hold on. Wait a minute, I gotta go Red Hawk. To get that nose up. That's how big it is. So let's continue.
Rather than go, this is Joe Biden saying, apparently it's not me, the one that gives us the best chance to do that. It's got to be somebody else, and so I will step aside. I'm just blown away by the sacrifice and the patriotism.
Apparently it's not me. I just have to. And now wait, just a few minutes ago, I'm the only one that can beat Donald Trump. I'm gonna beat him again. That's what I'm gonna do. So you're telling me he came to that conclusion all by himself? Y'all didn't go to him with all the polls and say, look, Joe, now we done tried taking Trump out in many, many, many ways, if you know what I mean. However, it didn't work. So what you want us to do? You losing, Joe, you got to go. But I don't want to. It's beyond want, Joe. It's beyond want. We're not asking. Now look, we can have them go out and celebrate you as a hero, or we can have them go out there and paint you as a zero. You make the call. That's what happened. So let's go ahead and continue because we're about close to his biggest fan, y'all.
This moment embodies.
Here we go. There he is, y'all. There he is. So let's see what Crime Van Jones got to say. Me. Hold on, let me cue up. Let me get in the key of X flat. Me. Okay, wait, let me see. And give me a little reverb. Some check one. Cry, baby. Okay, there we go. Okay. Cry, baby, cry. Okay, yeah. The baby on the... Okay, I'm good. All right. Fire it up. Cue music. Y'all remember this show?
Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters.
Oh my gosh. Man, I would be doing everything I could to scrub this off the internet if I was Crime Van. No way in the world I want this out there haunting me for the rest of my days, man. So wait a minute. Hold on for a second, y'all. They hired me to play background music for Crime Van, so we all got to be busted up. Hold on for a second. There we go. That's... It's easier to be... Stop. I wouldn't even be able to fake it like Van Jones here, man. I'd be sitting there like, wait a minute, hold on. Another take. I need more tears. It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to be serious right now. Okay, I'm going to try to be serious and be sensitive to Van Jones' feelings, y'all. These tears right here is not enough because Van was really crying. So just a couple more, that'll do it there. All right, here we go. Let me get my piano ready. Here we go. Come on, Van, let's do it.
Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters.
Person matters.
And it's easier for a whole lot of people.
Easier.
If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's gonna be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers
for the dreamers
back for no reason.
Back for no reason. What in the world? I know if that dude's married right now. Oh man, the estrogen level's dropping in his wife as she's watching this. Oh God, I seen you crying on TV today, you big baby. So I was playing the piano for him, but hold on for a second. So sensitive, Van Jones is sensitive. So I got a song for him, and it goes like this. Cry, baby, cry. I said cry, baby, cry. 'Cause the baby on the bus goes round and round. The baby on the bus goes round and round. So cry, Van, cry. I said cry, Van, cry. That a baby on the bus goes round and round. I said the baby on the bus goes round and round. Let's continue listening to this cry, baby, cry. Give it to us, give us some more.
It's vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered.
Now, that's the moment I would have busted out laughing on the set. They would have had to kick me off the show. They'd be like, Kevin, what? You don't think that's funny? You hear that dude just talking about... Let's hear it again, y'all. Let's hear it again. It's so sensitive.
Jesus. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really...
Yeah, there it is. You seen Dabbit? You seen Dabbit? Right there. There you go. He went with the dab. Hold on for a second. Yeah, there you go. Little dab right there. So let's finish hearing him.
Suffered.
Stop.
You know, I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Sound like you can't breathe. That man right there, I can't breathe. So now we saw Van back then all busted up. He was celebrating his champion, his hero, becoming the so-called president. So now, a few years later.
Even people who are pushing for this to happen, it's kind of like when your grandpa, you gotta take the keys. And everybody, you gotta take his keys, you gotta take his keys. And he's fighting and everybody's so frustrated. And then you finally get the keys back. And then you just cry. Because this is somebody that you love. This is somebody that you care about. This is somebody who was there for you. This is somebody, you wouldn't be here without him. And you have to take something from him. Now, this is not, look, politics is politics. But this is a human moment for one of the great humans in America. This is a huge moment for him, for his family, for all of us who love him, for all of us who want him to get across the finish line. But if you're a young person watching this is leadership. This is patriotism. This is what it means to put the country first, and put the party first, and put the cause first. When your arm gets tired, to let somebody else finish pitching the game.
That dude ain't got no arms. What are you talking about, Crying Van? Your arms get tired. His arms been tired. He ain't been able to lift them bad boys in about 4 years. What are you talking about? He's been walking like this the whole time. They've been lifting his arms the whole time. What are you talking about? But he's like, when your arms get tired, somebody can lift. You say it's somebody else's pitch. That man can't throw a baseball. What are you talking about? Don't even use those analogies. I'm mad. I'm offended you would use any type of physical analogy. But here we go. He's struggling, y'all. He's trying to keep it all pressed down because he busted up that now his hero that he was up there snotting and crying and boo-hooing on TV over. Now he's like, hey, it's time to take your keys, Grandpa. Don't look that way. Give me them. Now go over there and sit your butt down while I go out there and fake like I'm all busted up.
What Joe Biden has done, and he's done that for all of us. And so I just want to say, I don't know who's going to be the VP, the non-VP. I don't know anything about politics. I just know that I love this man. I care about this man. It was painful every day to sit up here and talk about him like he's just some problem for the party.
That's exactly what he is. It's painful for me to sit up here talk about him like he's the problem for the party. That's why he had to step down, Van. He was a problem for the party. Yeah, the problem wasn't the fact that the guys in cognitive decline. They don't care about that. That's nothing. Because he was like that a long time ago. Yeah, he just wasn't as bad as he is now. So they hoped to drag him across the finish line one more time so they can continue using the Muppet. But it became too obvious. Thus, he became a problem for the party. And this fool's talking about it's painful to sit up and talk about him like he was a problem for the party. That's exactly what he is. But yet, Crying Van, he's too emotional to see that. He's too close. He's too close to it.
Wait till we get to the convention. You're going to see people crying, standing, screaming, cheering. He may not get a chance to talk for 10 minutes. We finally get a chance to put our arm around him.
Man, I got a good mind to go to the convention. To sabotage it. Okay, this is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. I'm going in, okay? All right, y'all ready? Hold on, I got to pretend that I like Joe Biden so they'll let me in. There we go. Are you a Democrat? Yeah. I don't need to show ID, though, because y'all don't believe in that. But I'm busted all up over Joe Biden having to step down. And once I get in that bad boy and they all start boo-hooing, all of a sudden you're, cry, baby, cry. What? I say, cry, baby, cry. Come on, y'all, cry, baby. That's what I do. Turn that sucker out. The baby on the bus goes round and round, and sit round and round, and sit round and round. The baby on the bus goes round and round, and sit all through the town. Turn that sucker out. There's a disturbance down there. We thought he was saying free, free Palestine, but he's saying baby on the bus goes round and round. That's what I would do. Fake like I'm all busted up and going to turn that party out. Let's continue hearing Van Jones.
God, you did the right thing for this country. You did the right thing for this party. All of us are going to be in this situation someday. And I hope that we take a moment to honor this man and to love this man. I love Joe Biden. I appreciate what he's done. And a lot of people are heartbroken today. Even if it's the right thing, it's still just horrible.
Honoring him for what? So now let's hear what Trump And of course, somebody said, Don said, my shoulder, you're right. Every time I do that, it reminds me, see, when I lift the shoulder past this point right here, I'm like, ow, by the way, it does hurt. All right, so here's Jesse. He's asking Trump about the whole situation and J.D. Vance. Let's see what they got to say about it.
Investigate the people that hid Joe Biden's condition?
Well, I think somebody has to look at it. Look, you had people that lied to the American public, and I tell you what, you have to take a look at his doctors, because his doctors keep giving him this wonderful report. I'm not a doctor,
those doctors.
But I saw him the other day, was unable to get up the children's stairs going into Air Force One.
Is it a coup?
Man, it would be so hard for me not to be laughing as Trump says this and pretends he's like dead serious and not just joking. Like the other day I saw him, it was like so hard for him to get up the children's stairs. I would be like, if I was J.D. Vance, I would be like, don't film my face while Trump is talking about this. Somebody said, with his kid drinking. Ta-da. But it does nothing for me because I'm always jacked up on Mountain Dew. All right, so here we go.
Against Joe Biden?
It's sort of, yeah.
I think it is. I mean, look, there's a constitutional process, the 25th Amendment. If Joe Biden can't run for president, he can't serve as president. And if they want to take him down because he's mentally incapable of serving, invoke the 25th Amendment.
I love that. Now, they want Chameleon Cackling Harris to come out and debate this guy? I mean, well, first of all, now she's going to be the leading candidate, so she'd have to debate Trump. But she would have got her face ripped off by him. So now he makes a very good point. So if y'all want to do it the right way, then do it the right way. Other than that, it just looks like he was an inconvenience for y'all. And instead of doing it the Democratic way, like y'all always are whining about, y'all decided this man's an inconvenience. So we're going to remove him based on the perception of what people think we're removing him for. Obviously, we all know he's in mental decline, but we're not going to remove him for that. We're going to remove him and we're going to allow the public to say, well, it's obvious that they moved him because he's in mental decline. But in reality, that's not what they've done. They're removing him because he's losing to Trump. So if you're going to do it the right way and remove him for being in mental decline, then that should also mean he needs to be removed by the 25th Amendment. Ta-da! But it takes a brilliant genius like that, and me, and the rest of y'all, to see that. The rest of the fools are going, it's so sad. They're removing Biden because he is suffering from some mental decline. And I'm going, no, that's not. That's what they want you to think. That's the perception that they want you to have. But in reality, they're removing him because he's an inconvenience. It's because he's losing. Now, somebody said it's both. Now, we know it's both. But to hold them to being honest and upfront instead of playing silly games, then if it is both, then don't just remove him because he's losing. Because that's right now they're talking about there's no pathway to victory. There's no pathway to victory. He's losing. He's going to ruin the party. Well, so what? What that got to do with us? You roll with your candidate. So if it's both, I want to hear the flip side to the coin. I want to say, and by the way, we also know that this man is in mental decline. So therefore, he should be removed right now. Right now. I want to hear them come out and confess that this man is mentally declining. I want to hear them confess that, because by confessing that, they also will have to confess that these folks been knowing this forever and been coming out to his line. He's sharp as a tack, fit as a fiddle, knowing that he's not. That's including cackling Kamala Harris. She's been around him and meets with him every week. You're telling me she didn't notice him nodding off, reading off notes? I think we should go. Let me see. What am I doing here? She didn't notice that, but yet we're supposed to believe her now? What would be her excuse? Come out talking about, man, he had instant mental decline right there on that debate stage. Had no idea. No idea up until that night. Bunch of short. That's what that is.
You don't get to sort of do this in the most politically beneficial way for Democrats. If it's an actual problem, they should take care of it the appropriate way.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Trump is back while Biden is sacked. Look at that. Woo! If I would have known, that's in Michigan. Oh, jeez. That's a whole heap of folks. What kind of stadium? Now that look live, y'all. Look at this. Look at these. Look at the man. He's back, y'all.
At this very moment, Democrat Party bosses are frantically trying to overthrow the results of their own party's primaries to dump crooked Joe Biden from the ballot.
Yep, but they want Trump to be arrested for it. That's what they want. They want Trump to be arrested for it because, he asked for find me these amount of votes, and he tried to overthrow the results of the election. They want him to go to jail for this while they are doing it right out in the open. And if the media would hold them accountable for it and really show the people that they're the ones subverting democracy, then maybe they might try to at least pretend that they're doing the right way, but they trusting that the media wants exactly what they want, which is to get rid of Joe and help them possibly have a shot at winning. But my gut tells me you can't win. So let's continue hearing Trump because he's back, y'all.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
He deserved all
We
of
are
it.
learning that former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and President Biden spoke again recently, and that Pelosi told the president that polling shows that the president cannot defeat Donald Trump and that he could destroy Democrats' chances of winning the House if he were to continue seeking a second term.
Well, I didn't know that's a reason for you to step down and just go ahead and subvert democracy. Well, I can't win? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and quit and put somebody else up there. Gizmo, quiet.
Sort of interesting. This guy goes and he gets the votes and now they want to take it away. That's democracy. They talk about democracy. Think about that. We had the best border, the safest border, the border that saved my life. You know, I was pointing to an immigration border sign when I made this turn and that thing went that way instead of that way.
That way instead of that way.
So I owe immigration my life. It's true.
He's back, y'all.
We must face the simple truth. To protect America as a land that welcomes immigrants, we must first secure the border and secure it now.
And it's because we had like a crane holding this massive sign. I call it the $1 million sign. They're expensive. But that sign was very good. I think I'm going to sleep with it tonight.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to sleep with it.
Sleep with it?
But what they do is misinformation and disinformation, and they keep saying, he's a threat to democracy. I'm saying, what the hell did I do for democracy? Last week, I took a bullet for democracy.
What happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
That's what I'm talking about. And you talk about sacrifice. That's sacrifice. Don't be coming up talking about Joe Biden made a sacrifice from stepping down. You get no credit for that, for quitting. Yeah, you get no credit for jacking up the economy, jacking up inflation, breaking our border, all of that crime running rampant. You get no credit for that. You only get credit from that from these propagandists that come out there and try to inflate your resume, pad your resume to try to make you look good on the way out the door. So goodbye and good ribbons, like this little kid told his mother. He said, I've been trying to talk to you all day. He's about 3. He said, hey, you ain't been listening. So goodbye and good ribbons. Told her he was leaving, y'all. I'm leaving. So goodbye and good ribbons. All she could do was laugh. So it's the same thing. I don't care. Joe, I figured he was going to go anyway. We all knew it. We all saw the writing on the wall. They were not going to let this man finish this race. They knew it was inevitable that he was going to get smashed. But the question now is, what do they do moving forward? How do they juggle the cackler? She's a problem for them. I don't care how much they try to pad her resume and make her look good. Folks just don't like her. She's unlikable. Nothing about her seems authentic Everything about her just seems so fake. She's limited in her vocabulary, in her thinking, in her cliches, her catchphrases. She recycles them constantly. And then she bugs us with that stinking funky cackle. So it's either gaffes or laughs. And I'll take neither. So God bless y'all. God bless America. We will see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. Okay. We're going to be talking about that Secret Service director today. How'd y'all like that? We'll be talking about that unless some breaking news hit us that we need to address. Other than that, that is on the agenda. So be there or be square. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Share my videos. Follow me on all the other social media platforms. Yes, the number is growing far as my subscribers. I'm back up to 199. Hopefully I can hit 200,000. But you never know with them. They might just start reversing them all of a sudden for no reason. Now, I did upload a standalone the other day, and I'm about to upload another one right now as soon as I get off that focus on Joy Reid's attack on Trump's speech. Yeah, Eveline, y'all. Yeah, she's like Eveline. I don't know if y'all ever seen The Wiz. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and have a point of reference, if you never seen Eveline off The Wiz, Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about. That's who she is like. She's like Eveline. So hit the like button, share my videos. Thanks to all those who gave me the super chat. Thanks to all of those who simply have subscribed to my channel, been following me. I want to give a shout out to those that's been in my corner for a long time and any newcomers to the corner. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. I would invite Gizmo in here, but Gizmo is in there hanging out with Jersey. Him and Jersey's in there hanging out. So I'll show him tomorrow. All right. Well, you know what? Y'all want some of it? Y'all want some? Y'all want some of Gizmo? Y'all want him? Y'all gotta wait a second. Let me go grab Gizmo. There we go. Yeah. See if I can get Jersey too. Gizmo, the people want you. The people want you. My man's coming in quick. Okay, so now this is Gizmo's special ball. Uh-oh, but Jersey likes the ball too. Come here, Jersey. Come here. Come here, Jersey. Come here. She wants this ball too. And it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a Donnybrook between these two. Yeah, we got a Shih Tzu versus a Lab. What do y'all think? Y'all think Gizmo could take her? Y'all think he... Come here, Giz. There he is. Look. Gizmo's like, that's what I need right there. That green ball. The people called you, Giz. They want to see you. Anyway, so we'll give y'all a shout of Jersey at some point. She's scared to come over here, which is good. I don't want her tearing up my stuff. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless. Bye.